Hello, welcome, welcome. There's a little glare in the back. Let me get that out of the way. Hi, this is Rhonda with Simply Pray, and we're going to have our Simply Study. I'm changing the name, and that's where I'm at, Steadfast Love Bible Study. I was thinking about you guys in our last, week 6 lesson that we taught, and I found something today that I just wanted to share with you. And I'm like doing cartwheels in the spirit because it is awesome. So I am coming on to share this with you. I'm going to give just a minute for Facebook to build my audience. I know it's the middle of the day. You guys are probably out doing fun stuff. I wanted to go out and yard sale today and have some fun, but I am working on a lot of projects, and this is one of them. So we'll just wait a couple minutes, and then we'll get started in our video. I hope your Saturday is amazing. We started with prayer today on Simply Pray and prayed about running, Hebrews 12, 1 through 2. So I'll put up the recording, and we're going to get started. All right, well, again, I say welcome to you. I wanted to talk to you about this wonderful thing that I found. Give me 1 second. Watch out, Luna. Okay, I am back. I had to make sure that I had some things to show you as I was talking. So in week 6, we talked about gratitude. Last week we said goodbye, and then we're back up with our Bible study on October the 16th. Just wanted to point that out. But in our week of gratitude, we talked about things that we were grateful for, right? And usually I start in November and I move my practice of gratitude to the new year. So it's interesting that's happening. This is happening because gratitude started last week in our Bible study, and I am always grateful. And I found this thing that I wanted to show you. But in our study, there was 2 things that I said that I usually do. Every day when I do my soap notes for my Bible study, I pick out a scripture. I observe the scripture, I apply the scripture, and I pray over the scripture. But I usually write it in a book. In that same book, I put down like things that I'm grateful for. So this is what it would look like, but this is not my actual study. This is our I Simply Love Her journal. But what I would do is just like square off a section and write, I'm grateful for this, I'm grateful for that, I'm grateful for this, and just things that I observe. So like today I would say, I was grateful for the prayer call because it was a God-ordained word about running, and I wasn't prepared for that, but he gave it to me, and some other things that he's been speaking to me about that I didn't totally understand. I was able to break that down on the prayer call this morning about praise and honor and summa cum laude and magna cum laude. So he gave me all of those illustrations, so I'm grateful for that. So I would just usually have a corner, and then I just corner it off. 3 things, 4 things, 5 things, and you just flow with it. And that's every day what I'm grateful for. And then yearly what I do is I take a piece of paper. So here's a notebook. It's one of my favorite business notebooks, and I just go through, and here's my 2015 gratitude list. So this was so apropos because it was like, grab this book for the video. So I'll read you some of the things that I put for 2015, and I have listed 81 things. And so I usually just go. I believe last year I just went and went and went. So I put, I'm grateful for life, grace, sufficiency, the power of prayer, just prayer, sanity, weight loss year 3. My daughter was in an accident in 15, so I was grateful for that. Conversations, her life, walking out of my job with my head up in dignity. Well, now look at that. I forgot I even put that. Al being alive because he went in the hospital in 2015. Him coming home. Blessing, strength, increased prayer life. I asked them not to interrupt me while I was doing this video. College tuition and so forth. So this is a list that I do for the entire year. And it's like 81 things. So this is what I found today. This awesome thing in Target. It's called Create Your Own Gratitude Tree. And it's actually a 2-in-1. It's either create a gratitude tree or a family tree. And we are going to use it as a gratitude tree. So who makes it is Horizon Group. I found it for $3 in Target. And I wanted to share it with you because I think this is going to be awesome and an awesome way to incorporate gratitude in our household. So what will happen is there's an actual tree and there's leaves, if I can show it to you, and we're going to get some Sharpies. And what they have on the pack is food on the table, and then they have cats, being healthy, having a job, friends, Alexander, family, and so forth. So this is going to be our tree. I'm totally excited about it. These are the leaves, and inside, I should probably just open it up. But this was a great find. It's $3 and it's at the Target. In the Target in Deptford specifically. I'm going to cut it open and show it to you all. Oh, this is good. This is going to be good. So it's going to be a centerpiece that we're going to add to our table. And this is the harvest season. It's Thanksgiving coming up. And I always wanted to do with our family when we eat dinner like a jar. And just put what we were grateful for. And to pray over that jar for the year. And then move that into next year. So here's the actual tree. And what you do is, look at this. Don't you just love it? I believe that's how you do it. Oh, there you go. So it makes 4. Look at that. So we'll have our tree. And I think I mentioned on the call that my daughter is named after a tree. So she totally, when I told her this, like, digs this concept. Because we are always looking at trees because she's actually named after one of the biggest trees that you can take a car and ride through it if you cut out the middle, the sequoia tree. And so these are the little leaves. I'm going to open them up. I don't want to lose them. And then we'll tag them. But these are the little leaves, and it says, I am thankful for, and then the name. And then we can either go bigger on this side and just write it with a Sharpie. Or here's the little side, and it says, I am thankful for, and then the person's name. And so we'll hang the leaves on the tree, and this is going to be our centerpiece. And I'm going to get not only my kids and, you know, Al involved. We have a lot of kids. This is like our community house. So we always have other kids over here and get them involved. And it'll be a conversation piece. And I think it'll give them, I pray, this is what I pray. I pray when I was riding home that it'll give them an opportunity to look back at 2017 and honestly think about what they're grateful for. And last year when we did the gingerbread tree, that was for Christmas. I think that this is going to be an awesome time to create memories and to bring your family together. So I couldn't not share this, right? I had to make sure that I shared this. It's $3. It's at the Target. It was right in that dollar section. And it's a wooden tree, so we're going to put it on the table. And then here's our leaves. And we're going to tell what we're grateful for. And I know God is going to appreciate it, right? He's going to know. And I'm going to ask them to think deep about what they're really appreciative. Because when you thank God already for some things that you're praying for, you already know that it's going to show up. And so not being vain and not being materialistic, but really saying, God, I thank you for just being a blessing in my life this way. And so 3 things. You know, you have your regular journal and you're soaping your notes every day. And you're writing your scriptures down and you're going through the word. And you can just block off what you're thankful for. The second thing is getting ready, because this is actually it's the Jewish New Year right now. So this is interesting that this is happening. Because my sister said, wait until the New Year. And I'm like, I can actually start to do this now. Because there's some things that I'm really believing God for in advance. So this is the Jewish New Year right now, Yom Kippur. And we're moving into that. And so I can talk about what I'm grateful for early. So I usually start around November and do my gratitude list that I showed you, and it's usually I just pour out what's in my spirit. I'm thankful for this. It gives you time to reflect over the year, because as the year is going, you forget about all of the stuff that you had going on. And so it gives you an opportunity to empty out and say, God, I thank you for all of the stuff that happened in 2017. And then you can go back and look at it and see where God has brought you from. And then our third thing, if you can get your hands on this tree, it's a wooden gratitude tree with the leaves, and we're going to tell what we're grateful for. And this is what it looks like in the pack. It's called the gratitude tree, and it was only $3. It's 2 in 1. You can do a gratitude tree or a family tree. I can count family for days. I want to tell God what I'm grateful for, right? So $3 is by the Horizon Group. It's a kit. It includes 20 leaves and 2 pre-cut tree pieces. So we are going to have an awesome time. I wanted to share this with you all. I'm excited. I'm excited when I have crafts, and it's a fun craft, so I wanted to share it with you. And hopefully your day is amazing. I have one more video to do, and then and some other projects today. So thank you for joining us for this live video. Share it with someone that you know needs to be grateful, that they seem ungrateful for some things. And maybe you can share it with them. Get back to us, leave us comments, and let us know if you're going to go out and get one, if you're going to use any of the things that we recommended. And just let us know, how is it going to help you in your last quarter of 2017. So, be blessed. Have an amazing day. Don't forget your leaves in your tree, the gratitude tree. Be awesome. And until next time, be fit and be blessed.